This is VRoc. 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 Chops. This is VRoc. Chops.
All right, welcome back, Chop Nation. We back with another banger. We got my boy, the legendary Mr. Paul Woods, aka the Drum Prophet, all the way from Ohio. So everybody put your hands together. One word, whatever. Paul Woods. What's going on, man?
Peace and blessings, man. I'm good, man. Another day, new year, so we out here making it happen. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. It can only get
What's
worse.
up, man?
So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna jump right into it, man. We're gonna start off like we do everything else, man. We're gonna start off with just some general information about you that people may or may not know. So we're gonna start with high school. What high school did you attend? And college, if you did attend college, for the people that don't know.
Yeah, so I born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, so it's like a huge city, about 27 public high schools. And out of those 27 public high schools, two of them maybe had kind of like that HBCU like swag to it band wise. So the one I attended was Columbus East High School. And even getting there, I was like a sports head, and I always been a drummer. But then when I got there, I saw the band, and I was just like, all right, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
So that's what I really got into, and from there, I attended Kentucky State University, which is in the SIAC conference.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't even know, K State was a HBCU. I know when I went there, I didn't even know.
Mhm.
Then getting like facts upon it, and everything. Then in 2005, I attended Jackson State, which is in the SWAC, and uh,
About
your
time,
nemesis,
man. I'm just joking. Right.
your nemesis. Nah, it's all good, man. And so from there, I just really got into music real heavy. Start doing more things, start getting in contact with more people, and one thing led to another, and just kept on drumming.
Okay. All right. So I know you got hands, and everybody that knows you know you got hands, and so
Hmm.
well, of all the stuff you've played and the crazy sticking you can do and flips and tricks, what's your favorite rudiment and why?
It's definitely like it's hard to pick one, so I'll kind of do like a two for one. It's the Radamacue and the Flammacue.
Okay.
I think one reason why um, audition wise, many people, including myself, play the Radamacue so wrong. They
Mm,
don't put the accent on the last beat, and me even myself on that drag part. That's where everyone puts the rudiment at. So that is something that was, that messes up your scholarship money. That messes up your knowledge. And you're just not playing it right. Now, if you're playing it in the cadence, you can play it however you want.
mm,
It's whatever. But that and Flammacue, just to get the control of the stick, playing it on that second partial where the accent is, I think it was just so fascinating. So that's probably like I would definitely say those are my two most favorite rudiments. Even when I critique many high school kids, they can play it, but sometimes I actually want them to mess up so I can tell them like, yo, you playing it wrong.
right.
But now that the technology is coming up, more people are actually playing it right. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Like you can't really mess, a rudiment like that up. So definitely those drag rudiments in general. It was something that I used to see, and it looked so easy, but it was difficult
yeah.
because it's the control. You know what
Right.
I mean? It's that control in it, and it's also something that everybody plays from drum corps to. I mean, we all play all the rudiments, but just to see it play within the line, it's like, man, that's dope. So yeah, that's definitely some of my favorite rudiments.
Hmm. Yeah, people like a lot of people that don't know like think drums are just easy in general until they
Yeah.
get in that fire. So yeah, man. Okay, cool. So when was that moment that you knew like I want to play this. This is what I want to play. I don't want to do nothing else but this right here. I want to play this, or I want to add this to whatever I can do. So what was that moment for you?
It was definitely when I got to my second high school. So I attended two high schools. My first 2 years, I went to a high school called Beechcroft, and this was it was like demographic wise, it was 50-50. You
Mm,
know, it was like white kids, black kids, like everything. And they was very, very like hard up on sports.
mm,
Like, you know, they are known for sending kids athlete wise to, you know, the Big Ten, to Georgia University, star football players, the whole nine. So it really wasn't a band school per se. So when I was there, I was focused on like I was all city track, all state wrestling. Like that was what I was doing, but I was also in the band.
uh-huh.
And we was playing match grip. We was just going through it was like a formality. So when I seen the other high school one day getting out of wrestling practice, I stayed on that side of town
Mm,
and I just saw them playing. And it was like at that time I was always better than other kids. But when you find somebody who's like better than you, it's kind of like, oh. So I went to my mom, asked her about it, like, yo, I want to go to the high school. And that's not a high school that you really want to go to. You know, it's in the hood. You
right,
know what I mean? It's all of that. So
right.
I finally talked my mom into letting me go. And when I got there, the band director, she also marched at Jackson State. She seen something in me, kind of pulled me to the side and was like, yo, man, you pretty dope. And I'm like, yeah, I've been told that my whole life. She's like, nah, you know. So what changed my life, and you'll probably like this part here, what changed my life was I even know the date and everything. September 4th, 2000, to
Mm,
be exact.
okay,
It was Cincinnati, Ohio, and it was called the Capital City Classic.
okay,
And it was North Carolina A&T and Tennessee State.
right. They played their game for
And
a while up there, didn't
yeah.
they? Okay.
Now Central State was there as well, but this was before they got their football team back. They was kind of like just a band,
Oh, okay.
you know, and man, A&T still had harnesses. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
All right. The Hornets, I remember it.
and so I remember the very first thing was us being in the parade,
Uh,
and you see a band coming around the corner. And at this time, this is my first time seeing like an actual HBCU band. Like they're tangible. Like I can reach out and touch one of the members. This
mhm.
ain't no marching network. This is before YouTube.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Made it bigger.
Tennessee State was, yeah. Tennessee State was coming around the corner and they was playing Fiesta by R. Kelly, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Mm. Yeah, man. Who
And
was
it
your
was it.
oh, my bad.
What'd you say?
No, I interrupted. I was just gonna ask who was your you said you had a female band director from Jackson. What was her name?
Her name was Martha Howe.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
she grew up in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I want to say she 80, 84 or 86. She
Okay.
grabbed at Jackson. You know, tall Beta Sigma. You know the whole nine. She played clarinet there, but
Okay.
yeah. So
You don't hear about
that
a
was
lot of women coming, from Jackson that was band directors. So that's dope. I never knew of a woman that was a band director from Jackson. So that's cool.
hmm yeah, and she was doing her thing. Like, and from what I know, she marched with a couple other prominent people that are now band directors as well.
Uh-huh.
So, but she did her thing. Like, she did her thing. She encouraged us. She took us to those trips. I think that's what it was. It
Yeah.
wasn't us like we didn't just have to listen to her. She also took us out of our element and put us in the element where she was telling us like, "Yo, this is what y'all can do."
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen that part, when I seen them like doing what they did and like, you know, seeing TSU up close, I was just like, oh yeah, this drumming stuff is dope.
Yeah.
You know, you actually see it.
Yeah, man, traveling and being exposed is very, very key to a lot of people. Success. And then even for Whitehaven High School, when I was in school, bro, no lie, we were gone every weekend. Every weekend, just about ninth grade, 10th grade. We were gone just about every weekend. Mr. Banks had us on that bus rolling, bro. And we saw so much and experienced so much. And That's what they were like, man, why you pay? They fees. So like, no, man, they ain't high because we gone. You know what I'm saying? Parents, like our parents didn't have to worry about dealing with us on the weekend because we was on that bus going somewhere. And so, and that's
but it gives you that opportunity. Like, you know, you telling the kids, like, I'm telling y'all one thing, but all you see is me doing it. My students used to tell me all the time, like, man, the way you come up here and teach us, we think you're the only one. No, I'm not the only one. It's just everybody else after, you know, marching band. After that, some people take their different professions. I just happen to do this. And so I'm constantly telling you all this, what we do, this, what we do. So let me show you different examples. You know what I mean? And that's what got the kids going when they start seeing different examples, seeing different conferences, seeing the way different people approach the drum and just the whole nine. Then they're able to pick, like, that's what I want to do.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
that's what we still doing now, man. We make sure we try to keep rolling, doing something, man. So
This is VRoc Chops.